Friends, I just bought myself a new steam cleaner and a new vacuum to help me around the house with my daily chores and some of my spring cleaning. In this video, I have 3 days worth of cleaning inspiration or motivation for you guys, including basic household chores as well. Of course, this didn't take me just one day to complete all these tasks. This is the course of 3 days. I was going to do this in separate videos, but I decided to do this all in one because I do have other videos that I need to share with you before I move on to other things. However, this is part of my spring cleaning series for this spring, so there definitely will be other videos just like this one. If any of this sounds good to you, please stick around and hang out with me for the day, and we'll go ahead and get to it. I somehow somewhat feel like a human right now. I haven't put any makeup on in like 3 days, and today is a good day. So I want to get started on using the vacuum, and I want to get started with the ceiling fan in my bedroom because it has been collecting dust this entire winter. It's not as bad as it normally would be during the summer season, but I definitely want to get it going. That way when spring comes around and it starts warming up, my ceiling fan is nice and clean. Last week I posted a video on this vacuum that I bought on Amazon. Later on I'll be showing you how I use my steam cleaner as well. So if you want to know the details of either the vacuum or the steam cleaner, I highly suggest that you check out my video. I'll also put the Amazon links down in the description box if you guys want to check it out. And at the end of the video, I'll let you guys know my full review on both of them. I know that this video is super long, it's longer than my normal videos, but because it is my spring cleaning video, I thought that it would be great to just put it all together. So I understand if it's too much at one time, so maybe you could put it in your watch later list and you can watch it in segments or at another time. It's time for me to get in and tackle this bathtub, including replacing the inner shower liner. So I'm going to get started just by taking those off first, and then we're going to take everything out of the bathtub and we're going to get in nice and dirty. So, damn, what was that? Today I just wanted to get some of the bulky stuff done that I've been wanting to get done for a while, so that's why I'm tackling the showers, because those are the things that are overlooked the most time-consuming things that I can't get to on a regular basis, especially this shower here because it's so big. It's really hard for me to get in there and really dig deep. Normally I would wash the shower curtains, even the inner liners, but honestly they're so cheap that I don't even really need to. They've been in here for at least a year. They've done its purpose, so I'm just gonna count it a loss, trash them, and put new ones up. I really like the machine so far. It has a lot of nice power to it, but I don't think that cleaning it alone with the steam cleaner is going to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some scrubbing bubbles and spray the entire thing, and then I'm going to exit the building and stay out there for like a good hour and just let it soak, and then I'm going to come back with the sprayer again and see if that helps eliminate all of the scum and everything that's sitting on this tub, and then afterwards I'm probably going to have to wipe it all down. Okay, so I'm also going to flip on the switch just to get all of the chemicals up and out through the vent. Okay, so I'm back and we're gonna try this again, but let's see how good this works. You can press how hard you want it. So there's level 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna put it on level 3 just to make sure that there's enough pressure to get all the dirt off. And it comes out really hot, so be careful with the tip. Don't accidentally put your hand on there. See how red it gets? So that's working a lot better, I think. I was trying to use my steam cleaner like I would the pressure washer that I used the last time I cleaned my tub. Well, on camera. But it doesn't have as much power or pressure as a pressure washer does. And I'm still kind of playing around with the attachments that come along with it. None of the attachments that I was trying to use was helping as much, but it did help lift up some of the soap scum and mildew that's in the shower, like especially in the grout area. I think what helped is that I did spray it down with the scrubbing bubbles. So I strongly suggest not skipping that part because it does help out a lot. And the one thing that I liked about the scrubbing bubbles is that it didn't have that really strong bleach-like smell. So if you're sensitive to chemicals, I would suggest starting with that. But if you have grout like I do on the tiles here in my bathtub, you're probably going to want to use grout cleaner. I was kind of pressed for time and I was already spending so much time at this point. So I was just trying to let the steam cleaner do its job on its own without any chemicals. And it wasn't really doing the job like I wanted to, but maybe next time when I clean my tub again, I'll use my towel cleaner and hopefully it'll come out better next time. But the squeegee attachment does really good at releasing any scum that's on your tiles. So out of all of the attachments here, the squeegee was by far my favorite attachment. But you are going to need to use a cloth to wipe it down afterwards to get any residual scum or residue left behind.
Right now, I've had it up to here with you. This midnight blah blah blah. Wanna disappear, it's true. No tricks and no tie-dye. Let me make it clear to you. These thoughts up in my brain. If I try to make a move.
There is nothing more satisfying than a clean shower and tub. I love when I first wash my tub. I wish that I can keep up with it more often, but it's just so hard to get in and out of there that it's almost like a dread having to clean out this tub, because this did take me 3 hours to complete. But when it's done, I feel so accomplished afterwards, and every shower that I take, I just enjoy it so much more. And although I'm not completely satisfied because I missed some spots, now that I have this steam cleaner, I'm more than likely to go back and clean it more often than I do. And hopefully with practice using this little nifty gadget, I'll get better and better every single time. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to clean these floors, but I want to use that steam cleaner to clean the floors and really just deep clean. And I want to get behind I want to get behind the, I almost called out a microwave. Okay, Shell. It is a toilet. I know that. Okay, I want to get behind the toilet and really just clean in that area. So if you're still with me, I am blown away. My view hours have decreased dramatically in the last couple of videos that I've been doing. So I really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to watch these videos. But I am curious, why exactly did you click on this video? I tried to be very thoughtful and I put a lot of effort into each and every one of these videos, not to mention how much time that I put into them as well. I mean, as I'm sitting here editing this video, I'm realizing how much time it takes to even find music to attach to these videos. And I seriously enjoy every minute of it, you guys. This has become my passion. I have really grown to really love doing this on YouTube. And I have so many family members and friends who watch my videos that thoroughly enjoy them as well. And they're always complimenting on my content. But my focus isn't really geared towards family and friends. It's geared to you guys, my fellow YouTubers, regular viewers that don't really know who I am as a person. It's you guys that I am making these videos for, but I only want to put out content that you guys are actually going to enjoy and leave feeling motivated and inspired. Because my friends and family already know who I am and what kind of person I am. Now I want to get to know all of you guys, so if you guys can please let me know why you clicked on this video, that would help me out a lot. And just maybe if you actually like this video, if you could please like it and possibly subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Oh, this is almost too embarrassing to show on YouTube, but it is a job that needs to get done. This area gets dirty so quickly, it's so hard to keep up with, but I want to try my new little vacuum and my mop here, or steam cleaner, to try and clean this floor. I was going to test the strength of this poor little vacuum, but I decided it was just too much for it to suck up all of that cat litter, so I decided to sweep it up first and then go through and vacuum again. I do want to go behind my washer and dryer and clean that out, but I didn't have time to do it on this day. So I did the spots where you can actually see. So I pulled all the stuff that was in between the washer and dryer and I tried to clean that area as good as I could until I could go back and do it again. And then I wanted to clean the walls because over time the cats have made a mess in this area. There's splatters of cat litter all over this wall and it was just disgusting. And so I took the steam cleaner and I did like exactly how I did in my tub and I just wiped down the walls. And to my surprise, it works really well on walls, better than it does tile. And it didn't scratch up the paint or anything. It just came clean. I didn't even really need to use any cleaner on the wall except for when I was spot cleaning. And I didn't use any grout cleaner on this part of the tile either. I just used the grout attachment. And to my surprise, it actually came out pretty clean. I mean, it's not perfect, but it will do. And after I steamed the floors completely, I decided to clean the rest of the hallway and make it look shiny and new because I am going to be having a birthday party and this is going to be my entranceway into our little lounge area. So I want to make sure that this area is nice and spotless so that when I go to decorate, I don't have to worry about it. And yes, I will be filming the entire process of this party. It is going to be pretty big because we are celebrating 3 birthdays, not just mine. It's my 40th birthday. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how fast the time has gone. But it is also my best friend's 40th birthday and exactly a week later. And then another one of my really good friends, Crystal, which you've seen in a lot of my videos. It is also going to be her birthday as well. So we are going to go big and I'm going to put it all on YouTube and I can't wait to show you guys our party. When my cat got sick, I don't know what he did. I don't know if he went into his cat box wet, but I've had these white spots on here. I've cleaned them up. And I've since then have cleaned it, but I haven't been able to get it all up. So I'm hoping that the steam cleaner is going to help. So I'm going to clean my floors today for the first time in forever and get that job done. My husband's birthday was this last Wednesday, and so I think we're gonna go out to dinner later tonight. We're gonna go to a place called Steerenstein. They serve really, really awesome steak dinners. So we're gonna do that later tonight. I wanna put in a workout because I think that if my kids are out there working out, I can get a workout in.
I'm Amy from Body Fit by Amy. Before you can keep moving here while I'm talking you through it. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Please subscribe. Trying to get
So
to
since I'm gonna be cleaning the inside of my shower here, I want to spray it down with the Scrubbing Bubbles Bathroom Grime Fighter and the Scrubbing Bubbles Bathroom Grime Fighter foam spray. I'm gonna use a combination of both to let it soak before I go in there and scrub it down. Okay, I'm just gonna let that sit for as long as it takes me to finish cleaning that room. Christian, Emily, come on. We need to get your room cleaned up. You're gonna help me do it. It's gonna be a lot faster if we do it all together, right?
Yeah.
I usually have my kids clean up their room, and they do a pretty good job. I mean, they're only 7 and 8 years old, so they can only do so much. But you know, kids, when they pick things up, they don't put it back how you did it. They don't organize or anything. Sometimes they shove things underneath their bed or in corners or whatever. They're not like us where they know organization and cleaning and picking up. So every so often I like to go in there. I like to refresh their beds. Sometimes I'll put new linens and just make sure that their room is nice and picked up and clean so that it makes me feel better knowing that their room is clean and somewhat to my standards. Where's my mind? It is not here right now. I don't know where it went. Can you help me find it? No? Well, I guess I'll just have to find it myself. So in case you didn't notice what was going on there, I was making her bed and I forgot to put the top sheet underneath the duvet. And so I was like, oh my gosh, because originally was just gonna make their beds and not worry about cleaning the linens. But I noticed that my daughter's duvet is that what they're called? I think they're called duvets, or comforter, whatever they're called. I keep calling it a duvet. Anyway, I noticed that it had an ink spot on it, so I wanted to put it in the washer. And so when I was remaking her bed with the new linens, I didn't realize that I had completely forgotten to put the top sheet, so I basically had to start all over again. I'm also gonna need you guys to pick up all of the stuff that's on the floor here.
Legos cannot get back. Right. Because it will break the vacuum.
So my son is pretty good at making his laundry right side in when I go to wash. I know you're supposed to wash them inside out, but I don't really have time to make them right side in after they're done being washed and I'm ready to put them away. I make sure that it's right side out before I wash it. And like I do with my own clothes, I don't dry them in the dryer because I don't want their clothes to shrink. So I do hang dry a lot of their tops, but their jeans and everything else, it does go in the dryer. Also, because my washer and dryer is so old and my dryer is kind of going out, I like to preserve the life of my dryer for as long as I can. But for now, I'm happy with what I do have. I can tell that I got a good workout in because my arms are sore picking up the heavy bottles of laundry softener. This bathtub and shower has definitely took a beating. At one point, we had 9 people using the shower and the tub. My roommates have since then moved out, so it is time for me to get in here and just clean everything. Although this shower should be a lot easier to clean since I believe it's made with acrylic material, which is resistant to mold and mildew. It should be a lot easier to clean, especially since it is a much smaller bathtub. It'll be a lot easier to get in and get out. So most of the filth that's in this bathtub is actually just dirt because there is a window in this bathroom. My bathroom doesn't have one, it just has the little fan thing. So most of the dirt comes through the window, especially when it's really windy. And all that I'm using is just the scrubbing bubble spray and the foam spray. Usually I would use Comet because I grew up using Comet or even Ajax, but I really don't like working with it anymore because it dries out my hands, and sometimes I don't use gloves, sometimes I do, it just depends. I really don't prefer using gloves because my hands are so small and they keep slipping off, or sometimes water gets down underneath them. So it just depends on what gloves that I can find that'll actually fit my tiny little 13-year-old hands. And I don't really enjoy using Clorox or anything that has like bleach in it because I can't stand the smell and it agitates my sinus system. So I'm just using the scrubbing bubbles because it has like the least amount of fumes and it smells clean and it seems to work pretty good. But I would really love to know what you guys use to clean your shower and your bathtub with. I'm always down to try new things. I'm also going to replace this shower curtain as well. It surprisingly wasn't as gross as the one in my bathtub, but I wanted to replace it anyway, and since I was having guests over, I decided to just clean up the bathroom real quick too. I try to clean my bathroom at least once a week, and I was having my son do it, but I kind of took over this job because I feel like I do a much better job of it. Although there are some times when I don't have a whole lot of time to do it, I will ask him to go and clean it up as best as he can, but you know how it is. Kids, they just don't put a whole lot of pride into cleaning house like moms do. And since I knew that I was having guests over later that night, I wanted to make sure that it was up to my standards. If only we could clean our bathrooms as quickly as I am in this speed cleaning section. I've had this spot sitting here for quite a while. I tried getting it up with the magic eraser, but it wouldn't come up. And it looks like it's soap of some sort, or shampoo or something that spilled over from the side of the tub. So I'm gonna see if my steam cleaner will get that up. I can't get it up with the steam cleaner. I'm gonna have to look for ways to clean this floor deeply because my steam cleaner is just not strong enough to pick up any of the dirt that's embedded into the crevices of my tile here. It's just not enough. So I plan on cleaning the grout anyway. I'll probably do that soon. So I'll look up ways how to really deep clean, even if I have to rent out like an industrial size steam cleaner. But it did clean the floors.
You never told me where we're gonna eat out.
We're gonna go to that steak place that we go to sometimes.
Oh yeah, I remember that place.
Does it sound good to you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Our dinner's gonna be that steak.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have a really good dinner. You and your brother are gonna share a good steak dinner.
Yep.
Yep. Right, thank you.
One of those are mine, the gray one.
The gray one?
The metal.
The metal one is yours?
Yeah, it goes on my green sweater.
Okay, gotcha.
I got a confession. Been losing all momentum. Just because it's easy, well, that don't make it better. I wanna dig my hands deep down in the dirt. Take a walk along the street if I'm feeling dessert. All of this convenience just doesn't work for me. I wanna play with fire, let me get hurt. Can we take it back to 95? Before we had this drama in our lives, just staring at the screen every day and night. I miss the rush of living in real life. Go get your DeLorean. Oh, I miss the summers with you and never swipe left to right. I snuck in your window, no friend request, no, just spent the night. I had to walk right up to your locker and risk you say.
This is what happens when you're filming and editing for several days and you just don't have time to get to your chores. So I kind of just been letting this happen. I normally wouldn't. At this point, I was really loving this little vacuum. It was doing the toughest little jobs, picking up all of the dirt. It's extremely lightweight and it was so easy to use. It doesn't hold a very good charge though. It doesn't run for very long, but I was charging it in between use. And I like that I had 3 different levels of speed, so I was able to use level 1 and 2 for like tile or like the hardwood floors. And then for the carpet, I would use level 3. So that does save a little time on battery. And what I really liked about it the most was that it was self-standing. So I didn't have to lean it up against anything while I wasn't using it. All right, I am finally done. I am pooped, I'm exhausted, but the day's not over. I'm just happy that my house is refreshed. I could feel comfortable having guests over. I feel like I did something today and I feel accomplished. I'm gonna go ahead now and take a shower. I'm gonna get dressed. I'm gonna put some makeup on. I'm gonna do my hair. And I'm gonna get ready to have a really awesome evening to celebrate my husband's birthday. And we're gonna have a great dinner.
I'll be the one by your side through the good and the hard times, when we're laughing, when we're hurting. I'll be the one that you need through the love and tragedy, when we're winning, when we're losing. Take my hand, there's a better life ahead. Take my word, with you
is the third and final day of this video, and I'm just gonna start where I left off, and that's put away my kids' laundry, and then I have other things that I gotta do. So let's go ahead and get started with the day. My oldest son is 14, so he does his own laundry. He's actually been doing his own laundry for the last 3 years or 4 years or so. His principal at his old elementary school had suggested having him do his own laundry, so that's why I started doing that. But of course, the younger ones, I do theirs, but I do have them put their laundry away most of the time. But sometimes I like to do it myself because I like to go through their drawers. I like to see what kind of clothes they have in there, and I like to organize them and make them look refreshed. So sometimes it's just really nice for me to go in there and do it myself. But they do actually enjoy putting their laundry away, and every time I do laundry, they're like, "Can we put it away?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, sure." And they're like, "Yay!" I know it's weird, but they actually do enjoy putting their own laundry away. Okay, so now that we're done with all the boring stuff, let's get to the nitty-gritty. Why you guys came here to see all the nasty stuff. So this is behind my wood-burning stove. There's so many cobwebs, and believe it or not, it collects very quickly because especially when this is on, there's a little fan there that blows the heat like throughout the house. So it collects a lot of dust and cobwebs and stuff back there. So I wanted to clean that area as well as dust down the rest of the walls, including the blinds in my living room. Now, right now I'm just dusting them down. Eventually I do plan on pulling all of them down to actually really deep clean them with a pressure washer. But for now, just wiping them down will eliminate a lot of dust. We gotta remember that Rome wasn't built in a day, so there's no need to get it all done all at once. Just take your time, day by day, week by week, whenever you have time to do it, and don't stress yourself out about it. Another one of my main focuses for this day was to get underneath the couch cushions and really deep clean that area as well. It wasn't too bad because we do clean this area pretty often. I think the last time we got in here was around New Year's Eve when we were doing our New Year's Eve cleanup. So it wasn't really that bad, but I wanted to test out this little handheld vacuum, and it was amazing. It did a really good job at cleaning all of the dirt and debris that was stuck underneath the couch cushions. I have actually thrown the couch covers in the washer machine, and it comes out really clean, but I kind of didn't want to do that this time because they are a hassle to put back on these couches. It takes forever for them to even dry, and I didn't have that kind of time, so I figured vacuuming would be enough, especially since there isn't really any stains because we don't let our kids eat on the couches, so there's no stains on them. There are a couple of rips, and I have sewn them together. Eventually, I want to get new couch covers or maybe even possibly get new couches so I don't have to worry about these covers anymore, because like the little one, it doesn't really fit that well. The big one fits perfectly, but the little one, it always gets messed up. But for now, I'm just working with what I have and trying to be really grateful that I have what I do have. I do this from time to time where I flip the carpet over and I try to vacuum on the underside. I just kind of feel like it helps clean the entire carpet. So I'll flip it over to one side and then flip it over to the other side, and then I'll also get the top as well, just to get as much dirt out of it as I can. Since I don't have a steam cleaner, I can't steam clean this carpet, so I'm constantly vacuuming that carpet. And while I was here, I decided that I wanted to change my furniture around. I kind of wanted to give my living room a new look. And while I was at it, I was like, wow, this area looks really gross. Let's go ahead and clean this up. And then I decided to clean that whole section where my wood burning stove is at, including the tile floors.
I think it's fair to say I've paid my dues. Going 90 in a 65. I push the pedal into the light. No matter how they try to drag me down, but I keep on rolling by my side. Going 90 in a 65. I push the pedal into the light. No matter how they try to drag me down, well, I keep on rolling by my side. Well, I keep on rolling by my side. Well, I keep on rolling by my side. Well, I keep on rolling.
Okay, so now for an honest review on this steam cleaner. I used it for the grout in my laundry room, and now I'm using it for the grout on the tile in like underneath my wood burning stove. And it seems to be really doing a good job, especially since I used the tile cleaner. I think that really did help. And the little grooves on the attachment really does get deep down in there. It's not perfect, but it did make a difference. You can totally see it right here. It looks great. I like that I was able to use it on my walls, and it's a really good mop, but it's not the best steam cleaner. The reviews were about 4.5 stars. I probably wouldn't give it 4.5 stars. I'd probably give it about 3.5 stars, maybe 4. Like I said, it works really good, but the things that I don't like about it is that the little water reservoir thing, it doesn't hold very much water, and if you elevate it, it does like stop the steam from coming out and changes the amount of pressure that it's giving. Also, I know I briefly mentioned this already, but it doesn't have an on and off button. It does have 3 different speeds, so you could put it on the lowest speed, but it won't help if you're trying to change the attachments. You would actually have to unplug it from the wall so that you don't burn your fingers while you're changing the attachments. And it doesn't have like a little kickstand when you're in between uses. So you can't really like just set it down when you need to like wipe something down after you've used it. And if you do, you're kind of just like wasting your water that's in the reservoir because it's going to continue to spray. Other than all of that, it's actually a pretty good mop. Like it's really good to clean the floors with. It does get pretty hot. It does let out a lot of water, so when you're mopping your floors, it does do a good job at cleaning your floors. But I mean, sometimes it's nice to use Pine Sol or like Fabuloso to clean your floors, but if you're just trying to steam clean them, it's a really good mop. I thought about sending it back, but I didn't because I ended up having to send back the little vacuum. I was so sad having to send it back because it was a really, really good vacuum. It did a really good job, but unfortunately, after I was done vacuuming behind my wood burning stove, it just stopped working. I don't know what happened. I don't know if the little motor was overworked and it just stopped working because I used it too much all at once. I tried contacting the seller to see if maybe they could help troubleshoot it. I couldn't get it to troubleshoot, couldn't get it to work again. I even cleaned it and nothing that I did seemed to help it. It would just turn on and then shut off. So unfortunately, I did send it back. But I am really happy with how my living room turned out. It looks nice and clean, and I really love this new look that I gave it just by changing the furniture around. All I have left to do is to clean some dishes in the sink, clean up the kitchen a little bit, and I wanted to clean the cat's water dispenser and clean up their little area as well. When my husband came home from work and he saw what I did to the living room, he was like, wow, you made so much more space. We should bring that couch in from the yard and clean it up and bring it in. And now we have extra space for people to sit. But now I'm finally finished with the video. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for being here. I have plenty more content to share with you guys. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.